Okay. Go ahead.
Spiral.
All right, so a spiral. So let's talk about this one first before we dive into it. If I point to a sort of a new place on the screen, like maybe here, how do you tell? How would you tell whether this is likely? If a new dot came here, would it be blue or orange?
Well, maybe if you sort of continued the spiral over to here, this would be like a blue line going across here. So I think it would be blue.
Okay.
But also, it's kind of close to an orange area, so it could go either way.
Yeah, so what do you think about this classification problem if you're going to try to, when new dots come in, if you're going to try to predict if they're blue or orange? Do you think this is a hard one or an easy one?
I think it's really hard.
I think this one's hard. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen when we run? We'll leave the same model that we had up on the screen because this was even a more sophisticated model. And actually,
Yeah, the last one.
before we even do that, let's take out the noise.
So now they're perfectly even lines, but still it looks really complicated.
Okay. So what do you think is going to happen?
I think it'll sort of try to get an area of blue and orange, but I think...
Do you think it'll be successful?
I don't think it will be. I think they'll be maybe this part of blue will be in the orange area.
Okay.
Yeah, and vice versa for this part of the orange.
All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. All right, so it's trying. Whoa.
So, it's sort of bouncing around. It was more successful than I thought it would be, but the weird thing is this tiny bit of orange down here.
Okay, yeah.
That's weird. We've also got some blue in the orange over here, some orange in the blue. But it was probably more successful than I thought it would be.
All right, so without the noise, how do you think we're gonna, what are we gonna need to do to be able to classify here, do you think?
We might need to add more features to the data set.
Okay.
So if we pause it and then add more features, then it has more pictures to kind of classify and work with.
Okay. All right, let's see how this works.
It's trying. Let's see. It's sort of just bouncing around a lot.
Yeah, it's struggling. All right, so why don't you pause it? So we added more features, and that didn't quite get us there. What else can we do?
We can add more neurons and more layers of neurons.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
So I'll add another hidden layer, and then I'll increase each layer by one. I don't know. Add 2 more.
Okay, so do you think this will be better?
I think it will be better.
All right, let's try.
Still trying.
So yeah, so even with all these additional layers,
It's still really struggling.
it's still struggling. Okay, so why don't you max it out? Add the maximum number of neurons on every layer, the maximum number of hidden layers,
Got
like everything we can do with this model.
8. So I'll do 8 neurons in each layer, and then there's 6 layers of neurons. And we still have all the features.
Okay, so we haven't even started adding noise yet. So let's see.
It's
All right, we're maxing it out, and we'll see how this.
Yep, sorry.
Okay.
And now it's actually going really slowly now.
Yeah, well, this is a pretty complicated situation.
Yeah. So, it's doing a little, still doing, kind of struggling a little, but I think it's doing about the same as the last couple, but still kind of struggling.
Yeah, it's definitely going much slower now. So we're only at, although maybe the same amount of time has passed, it's only gone 150
Yeah.
things. So maybe it needs to run a bit more. But you can see, even this simple spiral. So what do you think makes the spiral harder than what we had before? Why is this a more difficult problem?
Well, there's no, before there was definite, areas where they were blue and orange, but these aren't these are really hard to sort of map because you've got blue and orange right next to each other. It looks like it's sort of got it now, but there's still like a whitish area over there.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Yeah.
Really tough. What do you think's going to happen if I add noise to the data? Oh, look at that! It was ticking along, and it kind of
spiked a little,
broke itself, and then fixed itself. Is it better now?
It's a little. It's kind of about the same as it was. You can see. We've sort of we fixed the white area now. The orange area is orange again.
I wonder if it's going to break itself again from here.
Who knows?
All right, that's interesting. As it was learning, it kind of broke and then found a way to get better. Let's add some noise. Okay, so now I have somewhat spikier, or less messy, or less clean. I mean, what do you think's happening? What's happening with the noise here? Is it making it
kind of
better? Is it worse?
I think it's struggling. Actually, let's see. We've sort of got this main orange part now. We're just missing that one orange dot, and it looks like the rest is okay.
Yeah, although if I gave you a dot up here before, you said, oh, that's probably where the blue spiral's up.
Yeah, but that's mapping that, and then the orange spiral would continue. This would probably be orange over here.
So what do you think? Is this an interesting topic, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, and what's happening behind the scenes here is pretty fascinating. And then there's all these other things we could play with too, that we haven't even talked about. But this is some of the basic ideas. It's a fun program to play around with, and you can kind of start to see what's happening behind the scenes with machine learning and neural networks.
Yeah.
It's cool. All right, good work this morning, huh?